stand by. Severe weather coverage will begin shortly on Dr. Don's weather. Please, stand by. Severe weather coverage will begin shortly on Dr. Don's weather. Please, stand by.
Good evening, East Alabama and West Georgia. It's 8:51 p.m. Central, 9:51 p.m. Eastern. We welcome those of you listening via radio, WFAZ God's Country 90.9 and WJHO 89.7 The Classic. And, of course, our viewers across the area on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and DrDonWX.com. Well, you're back on with you this evening. We have one last hoorah about to move through East Alabama and West Georgia. Below severe limits, but there are a couple of segments along this line that are pretty strong. We are under a severe thunderstorm watch in the same area where this line is moving through. So we wanted to kind of jump back in here and give you an update and show you what's going on. The National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement for that segment of the storm that is down there in southwest Clay, down into Goodwater, and down to about Weguffka in Elmore County. This is a special weather statement issued by the National Weather Service. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of northwestern Tallapoosa, northeastern Coosa, and southwestern Clay through about 9 p.m. or so. The hazards with this storm are winds in excess of 40 miles per hour, pea-sized hail. Again, that is a special weather statement, basically for the Goodwater area back over to around Weguffka. And that portion of the storm probably going to move right across northwestern Tallapoosa County and continue across southern Clay County. Very heavy rainfall. We'll go all the way up to the top of this line of thunderstorms, stretching really from Bremen up there on I-20, back down into Cleburne County, just south of Heflin, down to around Chulafini, just to the east of Mount Cheaha, right over Delta, and then stretches down through central Clay County down to around Ashland. And then we have a tremendous amount of lightning output from Ashland all the way down to Weguffka. We are looking at 110 lightning strikes just in the last 2 to 3 minutes in this area. So that is a tremendous amount of lightning output for this storm. Now, let me see if we can get you some times here on this storm. And we're looking at arrival in the Goodwater area about now, and then Hackneyville around 9:11. So this storm line of storms not moving particularly fast this evening, so it may take a few minutes for it to get out of your area, and we're looking at very heavy rainfall as this continues to move off to the east this evening. We are also dealing with an electrical storm here at our studios in northeast Georgia at the same time, so I am in multitask mode at the moment, so just bear with me here. So while we're waiting on the radar loop to come back up, you can see there where the severe thunderstorm watch is located and also where the special weather statements are at this hour. We have that one there for the Goodwater area. Then we also have another special weather statement covering portions of southern Chilton County, northwest Elmore County, back down into Autauga County, and to points to the south all the way down to around Thomasville. So they're pretty much covering the entire line with special weather statements this evening as these storms move across East Alabama and eventually into West Georgia. Probably got some hail going on right there around Goodwater. There's a 100% chance that we have hail, and there's a 60% chance that that hail is severe. Folks, if I'm not talking about your town, then it's not there yet. If you are to the right of this line, it is yet to come. Places like Wedowee, Roanoke, Lafayette, Lynette, West Point, Valley, Auburn, Opelika, Alexander City, Jackson Gap, Dadeville, Camp Hill, Waverly, Tallahassee, Eclectic, and even down into central Alabama, Montgomery, and Prattville. This line of storms moving off to the east this evening, so it will move across the entire area over the next hour or so. And I'll just show you the direction that these storms are moving. So that's the general direction the storms are moving. No, Roanoke is not in the clear. This line of storms hasn't even gotten to Roanoke yet. It's just off to your west over in Clay County, moving toward the east. So looking at the radar screen there, you can see where that line of thunderstorms is located. It's all that red and yellow and green. That's thunderstorms. And all those flashing icons, that's lightning. That's a line of thunderstorms, and it is moving from your left to your right, and Roanoke is to the right of this line. So that line of thunderstorms has not even gotten to Roanoke yet, so there's no way Roanoke could be in the clear. Ashley's asking the question, will Wedowee get bad weather tonight? Well, you've got a pretty respectable thunderstorm to your west moving to the east, so it's going to move across Wedowee. Now, I'll tell you, it's below severe limits, but we're talking gusty winds of 20 to 30 miles per hour, torrential rainfall, very, very heavy lightning, and maybe some small pea-sized hail in some of these storms as well. Where are you, Amy? Villa Rica, same thing. This whole line's moving from west to east. It's moving from left to right. So I'll zoom out just a little bit so you can see Villa Rica up here on I-20. Right in that particular area. Actually, you've got the upper end of that line is knocking on your door right now. There's Villa Rica right there. So it's coming in the west and north side of Villa Rica right now. So you got some heavy rain coming your way and some lightning too. Pretty good lightning output over there toward Bremen. Maybe a little hail just north of Bremen that's going to be moving toward Villa Rica. Okay, if you're 5 miles south of Hollis Crossroads, I got you. You're right up here on the north end. Should have a pretty good lightning show going on up there as well. Very heavy rain and wind up here in Delta. That's up in the northeast corner of Clay County. Should be getting a good bit of lightning up there as well. Thank you for that report, Tony. Yes, this storm is coming toward Roanoke. Estimate of arrival in the Dadeville, Jackson Gap area, 30 minutes. Michelle says she doesn't think she's ever heard rainfall any harder than what she's got right now. I believe it. That's some pretty good rainfall rates. Anytime you get over 50 dBZs, you got some serious rain. Now I see some 51s and 52s. There's a 55 right there, right along the Coosa County, Tallapoosa County, Clay County line. Oh, I got the saw 57. I did right there. That's the heaviest part of the storm. That's the heaviest part of the storm right there, and that is just to the southeast of Goodwater. Just west of Hackneyville, just to the east of Highway 9 there south of Goodwater. That's probably hail that we're looking at right there. That's about to move, probably has already moved into Tallapoosa County now. So that part of the cell probably going to come right over Hackneyville. Yes, Jennifer, it's been horrible in southwest Georgia, south central Georgia, and it's all moving into southeast Georgia now. It's just been 2 days of just continuous severe thunderstorms and tornadoes across Georgia. It's just been unreal. So Chrissy's telling us just a tremendous amount of lightning in Hackneyville at the moment. The rain should, if you're in Hackneyville or north of Hackneyville, the rain should start there pretty quick, and it's going to be pretty intense. I don't see any tornado activity, Molly Bama girl, right now. I don't see anything that suggests a tornado. Stephen says he's getting a show up on the hill. Yeah, it's not lightning in Roanoke. You're seeing this lightning off to your west, and that's a tremendous show over there coming out of Clay County. It will be lightning in Roanoke in the not-too-distant future. Yes, this will move through Pennon. Chrissy says the rain is picking up in Hackneyville now. After this line moves through, it's all over with. Yes, it will hit Roanoke. Temple, Georgia is reporting heavy rain and constant lightning. Tammy Sue says thunder is increasing in Hackneyville, Alexander City. Yes, Patricia, this line of thunderstorms is moving from left to right. It is moving toward Roanoke. You've got more rain, more thunder, more lightning, maybe a little wind. Joe says he can hear the thunder, and he's way over here in Randolph County. He's in the Corinth community, so he can hear it from that far away. Yes, Wedowee will get this line of storms. The heaviest part of the storm moving through Hackneyville now. That's over here in extreme northwest Tallapoosa County. Yes, this line of storms will move through Casita. Yes, Bremen will have thunderstorms. But, folks, the good news here is, for the moment, these storms are below severe limits. Very strong. Now, don't take me wrong. That is a very strong thunderstorm right there. And right there where Coosa, Tallapoosa, and Clay all come together. Where you see all that flashing white, that's lightning. And that's where the heaviest part of the storm is. But it is below severe limits. And just as soon as this line of storms clears your area, the threat for severe weather is done for the night. Already western Clay County is in the clear. All of Tallapoosa is in the clear. Northwestern Coosa is in the clear. There may be a few more scattered, isolated showers behind this line of storms. Like you see those little bitty showers over there around Northport and west of Birmingham. That could potentially move through during the overnight, but those storms would not be expected to go severe. This main line that's pushing through now is going to take the severe threat with it as it moves out of Alabama and into Georgia. It's not moving extremely quick. It's going to hang around for just a minute. Thanks for the stars. I appreciate that. Pretty good lightning being reported from Heflin. Thanks, Joanne. Tabitha says she can hear thunder at 5 points. Yes, Carrollton. This line of storms is coming directly at you. You will get that heavy cell right there along the Randolph County, Cleburne County line, just north of Pine Tucky. This area here, that is what will move toward Bowden. And probably eventually Carrollton. So Ranburne, Bowden, Carrollton, you're going to need to pay attention to this area right there along the Randolph County, Cleburne County line. It's going to be moving in that general direction. And Carrollton's just off screen there on the right-hand side. No, Johnny, I would not drive from Heflin to Roanoke right now. You're going to be driving right into the teeth of this thing. Give it about 20 minutes. I'd give it about 10 or 15 minutes and let the storm move a little further east. Then you should be okay because the storm should be moving out ahead of you as you come down 431. I wouldn't leave right this minute because you could end up in this stuff as it moves off to the east. You could catch up with it. I mean, I know everything's fine in Heflin right now, but if you're driving south and southeast, which you would be if you're going to Roanoke, you're going to drive right into it. All right, so we have a new special weather statement now just issued by the National Weather Service. And so this is a special weather statement. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of southwestern Randolph, northern Tallapoosa, northwestern Chambers, east central Coosa, and southeastern Clay County through 9:45 p.m. At 9:06, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Hillaby Creek or near Kellyton, moving to the east at around 30 miles per hour. Hazards with this storm include winds in excess of 40 miles per hour and penny-sized hail. So there's a special weather statement, which will cover southern Clay, southwestern Randolph, central and northern Tallapoosa, and a small little section there of far eastern Coosa County. Now that's going to be for this cell just to the east of Goodwater or near Hackneyville. That's the heaviest part of it. Now, you'll see that the special weather statement goes way up into Clay County, but the heaviest part of the storm is right there where I just put that circle on the screen. And it's going to be moving in this general direction. So if we take the north end of it and run it out the same direction, then it's going to get Wadley, Dickert, Roanoke. The heaviest part of it right over New Site and just north of Pennon, between Pennon and Abanda. And then the southern end of it Looks like it will probably get Alexander City, Jackson Gap, maybe Dadeville, and then Lafayette. Now, again, just because I don't call out your town doesn't mean you're not going to feel the effects of this storm. You will. But the absolute heaviest part of this storm will move inside of that white polygon that you see on the screen. And that will should arrive in New Site by 9:28, Buxton by 9:47, Frog Eye by 9:50. Heads up, Miss Mary. And Shiloh by around 9:58. That's the absolute heaviest section of this storm. Now, again, you folks all the way up here into central Clay and back down into central Coosa are also feeling the effects of this storm. We're talking about the absolute heaviest part of it. We'll continue to move off to the east, maybe just a little bit south of due east as the entire line moves east. Yes, it most likely will move right over 5 points. We have a second special weather statement. It's now been issued for this storm up here in Cleburne and northern Randolph. Strong thunderstorm will impact portions of northern Randolph and southeastern Cleburne County through 9:45. At 9:09 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Marston's Crossroads, or 11 miles north of Wedowee, moving to the east at 25 miles per hour. Hazards with this storm include wind in excess of 40 miles per hour and penny-sized hail. So we now have a special weather statement up here on the north end of Randolph County and the southern end of Cleburne, and a special weather statement now for that Villa Rica storm. Strong thunderstorms will impact portions of southeastern Paulding, southeastern Haralson County, Cobb, northeastern Carroll, and northern Douglas counties through 10:30 p.m. Eastern. At 10:06, a line of strong thunderstorms was located along a line extending from Kennesaw to near Georgia, to New Georgia, to near Bowden Junction, and moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard with this storm include 40-mile-per-hour wind and pea-sized hail. So you folks over here in West Georgia, up there around the Villa Rica area, back down to Douglasville, you've got a special weather statement there as well. This eventually is going to affect Metro Atlanta. So that's a pretty strong storm about to head into Metro Atlanta also. And then we have a special weather statement down here in central Alabama. That's for Autauga, southwestern Elmore, northwestern Montgomery County, for that line of storms coming through Autauga County there just north of Prattville. So this line of storms has intensified a little. It was looking kind of weak as it came across the Birmingham area, but as you can clearly see, it's filled in nicely and has intensified some. Getting a tremendous amount of lightning up here where I'm at too, so I'm going to switch to the Atlanta radar for just a second. Which I probably should not have done. All right, let's go to the backup. And we're going to have to... Yeah. Yeah, pretty much the same kind of stuff up here in North Georgia. That's a heavy thunderstorm there just north of Dahlonega. It is moving off to the east, southeast. Yeah, I'm located right in here. And this storm is moving in this. Oh, that was a horrible draw. Moving in that general direction. Wait a minute, you can't even see that. Now you can. So what I was saying is we have this big storm sitting up here just north of Dahlonega, and it's moving to the southeast. I'm right there. You see that blue circle right there. So I'm dealing with the same thing up here in North Georgia. It's not severe, but it is strong. So we'll run back down here to East Alabama, and that's what she's looking like. We've got that strong storm on the north end of Randolph. Places like Jordan's Chapel, Marston's Crossroads, Foster's Chapel, up there at Pine Tucky, back over to Gold Ridge up there on the Randolph County, Cleburne County line, Butler's Mill. About to move into the Newell community. Rain has just started in the Hawk community over toward Graham. Very heavy rainfall up in Ranburne, Union Hill, up there around Macedonia. And then as we run back down to the south, we've got pretty heavy rainfall now in Cragford over toward Shiloh there on 49, Corinth community in Clay County, Cooley Crossroads, Bluff Springs, Gibsonville, and then we have that special weather statement down here for places like Sykesville, Motley, Old Providence, right there along the Clay County, Tallapoosa County line. That's where the heaviest part of this storm is, and it stretches down to just east of Hackneyville, and then right down 63 to Alexander City, and then back into Coosa County. Haley is reporting very heavy rainfall in Villa Rica. Lots of lightning there for sure. No, there are a few small scattered storms behind this line, but the threat of severe weather will go away as soon as this line passes your area. There could be a few sprinkles or even a shower or two throughout the remainder of the night, but nothing severe. This will be the end of the severe weather for tonight. No tornadoes, William. This is not even a severe thunderstorm. It's a strong thunderstorm. But the Weather Service has not issued a severe thunderstorm warning, and there are no indications of tornadoes with this line. Folsom Community and Marston's Crossroad, very heavy rain, lightning, and thunder. Rain getting heavy in the Almond Malone community. Thank you, Richie. Matt says it sure is a pretty lightning show up here on the ridge tonight. I'm sure it is. I'm sure you're getting a heck of a show because you've got lightning to your north and also to your south. Okay, I think we've got our level 3 radar back. And again, folks, I apologize. So we've been having that issue all day long. It's not on this end. It's server issues. There are 3 main servers that are used to transmit weather data across the United States, and the one server that the National Weather Service, or one of the main servers that the Weather Service uses, they actually had to dump it to a backup server this afternoon, and it's kind of got things a little wacko. But you can see the lightning output there. Hightower down into Randolph County. Here are some times for you. Pine Hill about 2 minutes ago. Butler's Mill at around 9:22, so it's coming in on Butler's Mill right now. Graham around 9:30. Bucktown by 9:33. Roosterville by 9:49. Roopville by 9:54. That's Central Time, so 10:54 Georgia time. And into the Yellow Dirt area around 11:07. If this line holds together, and it looks like it probably will. And then back down to our southern storm, new site any minute now. Buxton by 9:47. Frog Eye by 9:50, and Shiloh by 9:58. That's the heaviest part of the storm. Again, don't think because I didn't call out the name of your town that you're not going to get anything. That's just the heaviest segment of this line of storms for those towns I just mentioned. Alexander City's getting in on the action right now. Amy, I'm afraid that your snow hopes are waning quickly for this season. There was, for a couple of days earlier this week, there was a chance that we could see snow showers up here in North Georgia going into the weekend, but that has since been removed from the forecast. Hey, it's happened before. I mean, there have certainly been many April snow showers in the southeast, but I think our snow chances are pretty much dashed for this year. Selma, Alabama, asking a question. Let's see what you got down here. Selma, you got a pretty heavy storm off to your southeast, but that's moving away from you over there near Whitehall. You can probably see a pretty good lightning show outside, too, looking back to the east down there from Selma. Then some heavier storms down from about Thomasville back up to Camden. But that entire line is moving east. It's moving away from Selma. So I think you're going to be okay for the rest of the evening. And Dallas County will probably be dropped from the severe thunderstorm watch here in just a few moments, if I had to guess. All right, we just got another special weather statement from the Weather Service at Peachtree City. And this is going to be a strong thunderstorm will impact portions of southwestern Carroll and northwestern Heard County through 11 p.m. At 10:23 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was over Ranburne, or 15 miles northeast of Wedowee, moving to the east at 35 miles. I love it when Atlanta television has to pronounce Wedowee. It is absolutely hilarious. Now, Glenn's got it down pretty good, but some of these other young yahoos that they have on Atlanta television trying to pronounce Wedowee is absolutely comical. So whatever Atlanta warns for a storm coming out of Randolph County, if I'm not doing what I'm doing right now, I just switch around and watch them all stumble over the word Wedowee. It's good stuff. Anyway, hazards with this storm is up to 40-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail. That's going to be for this thunderstorm right along the Randolph County-Cleburne County line. That's moving into West Georgia. So Bowden, you got heavy rain now. Roopville, it's on its way. Central Hatchie, you're going to have some of this too. And then Carrollton, you're involved in this special weather statement. Copious amounts of rain up here in Randolph County right now, really from Ranburne all the way down to Bucktown, Graham, Back over toward Pine Hill, Newell, very heavy rainfall there. Marston's Crossroads, Foster's Crossroads on 431. Woodland, you got light rain at the moment, but the heavy stuff's on its way. And then down toward Wedowee Marine. Don't see a tremendous amount of lightning output with this stuff around Wedowee. Pretty good lightning up there on the north end storm. And then maybe a few strokes of lightning right there on the south end of Lake Wedowee. And then back into southern Clay. Some lightning strikes there along the 77 Highway 49 split. Down through the mountain community, a few lightning strikes there, down toward Goldville, New Site. Some pretty good lightning to the southwest of New Site there along Highway 22. That's northeast of Alexander City. And then back up there toward Hackneyville, Pinckneyville, Brownsville, and Goodwater. And again, the Weather Service is still saying that the heaviest part of the storm now is in north central Tallapoosa County, just south of New Site. Yeah, we have folks commenting about the thunder and lightning in White County. If you listen real close, you can probably hear the thunder rolling in the background. I think it's loud enough you can probably hear it over the microphone. Don't think we have any current tornado warnings in Georgia now. I think we've lost all of them. Let me look. Yeah. I do not see a tornado warning in Georgia. If that's the case, it'll be the first time since about 2 o'clock this afternoon that we have not had an active tornado warning in South Georgia. It has been one incredible afternoon across South Georgia, just as it was yesterday. Lots of damage in South Georgia from the storms that moved through yesterday and again today. But at the moment, I don't see any active tornado warnings in Georgia. Or Alabama, for that matter, which is a good thing. As a matter of fact, we don't even have any severe thunderstorm warnings. Well, I take that back. We have one, and that's down here in southwest Alabama to the northeast of Jackson. That is the only severe thunderstorm warning in the state of Alabama at this hour. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, folks. Give me just a second. I'm going to restart. Questions about Montgomery, specifically the Huntington College area down there. Montgomery's okay. Oh, that's not a current. That's not current. Hang on. Let's see if I can get it back over to. All right, that is current. So we have a strong thunderstorm moving into Montgomery. Nothing going on out at Huntington College at the moment, but they will have to deal with these storms coming out of Lowndes County and Autauga County. So nothing severe, lots of thunder and lightning and rain and maybe some gusty wind. So it's going to be a thunderstorm, but nothing severe for Montgomery at the moment. Two main areas of concern, actually three at the moment. It's going to be the north end up there in extreme southeastern Cleburne down into northeastern Randolph, across northeast, north central, and west central Tallapoosa County. And then that stuff down there in Elmore, Tauga, and Montgomery. Those are the three areas that the Weather Service is currently talking about. I got some pretty good video coming in too, from down in Randolph. Let's see if I can get that over to the other machine, and I will share it with you. Habersham, neighboring to White County. Yeah, that line of storm just moving through White County will eventually make it into Habersham as well. See if we can get this to rack on that right there. Internet Live is what I want to take. All right, there's some video. Taylor Jones just sent this. Providence Baptist Church in Randolph County. I mean, this was just like in the last few minutes. And you can see some pretty good lightning taking place there. I'm assuming this is looking back toward the west, probably the west-northwest. And you can see, gives you a sense of what the lightning looks like from East Randolph County looking back to the west this evening. Thanks, Taylor. Appreciate you sending that in. Folks, if you have video or pictures you'd like to show us here, send it to me on Messenger. That's the quick and easy. I can get that on pretty quick. So the best idea is either send it to Dr. Don's Weather or just send it to me personally on Messenger. I got folks asking me if they should go ahead and take shelter. No, you're not under a warning. There are no tornadoes. We don't even have a severe thunderstorm warning. So there's really no reason for you to go into your evacuation plan. Now, yes, you should take shelter. You shouldn't be standing outside watching the storm. Shouldn't be, out in the elements. You should take shelter inside your home. But we're not under any type of warning. So there's no reason to have to evacuate or go through your tornado plan at the moment. And again, once this line moves through, like for instance, Ashland, Alabama, Lineville, Alabama, Delta, Alabama, all of these locations are in Clay County, you're in the clear. Your severe weather threat has ended. So you go to bed and enjoy the rest of your evening. If you're up here in northwest Randolph County, you're in the clear. Heflin, Alabama, you're in the clear. Mount Cheaha, Ranburne, you'll be in the clear here in just a few moments. If you're down here in Coosa County, places like Rockford, Kellyton, you're good to go. Good night. Sylacauga, Childersburg, Talladega, you're in the clear. Anniston, Oxford, you're in the clear. If you're in Carrollton, Bowden, Ranburne, Ephesus, Woodland, Wedowee, Roanoke, Rock Mills, 5 Points, Lafayette, Wadley, Davison, Dadeville, Camp Hill, Lynette, Valley, LaGrange, Franklin. The line has yet to reach you. Auburn, Opelika. You still got this line of thunderstorms to go. Now, it'll be over with in Carrollton, Bowden, Ranburne, and even in Woodland within the next 20 minutes or so. And Wedowee, that part of the storm that's coming across your town, not much to it. And I will say that this storm down here in Tallapoosa County is showing signs of weakening. All right, we got the composite back up, I think. Yep. And you can see the lightning output with this storm down here in Tallapoosa, not nearly as much as it was. We can kind of gauge that right quick. Let's go in tight on that storm. Back it up. All right, so at 8:43, there was 182 lightning strikes. In the last 2.5 to 3 minutes, 56 lightning strikes with the same storm. So you can see we've lost a good bit of the intensity. There's still lightning, and it's still dangerous, but it's nowhere near the lightning output we saw earlier. Let's go up here and take a look at what we're now going to call the Bowden storm, because that's where the heaviest part of this one is. And we'll go back. I saw 142. All right, at 9:02, we had 142 strikes with that storm. And now 132. So it's weakened a little bit, but not nearly as much as the southern storm. That's still a pretty respectable storm coming into Bowden. Clarksville, 15, 20 minutes. Wadley, yeah, we got to get this line completely through there. And, you know, if you draw a line from Wadley due west, you got rain there from the Randolph County, Clay County line all the way back to extreme southwestern Clay. So it may take a little longer to get this completely out of Wadley. It just kind of depends on how this stuff moves and how it evolves over the next 20 to 30 minutes. I'd say at least 30 minutes before you can go to bed. In Wadley. I mean, be safe about it. Logan is confirming what I just said about the lightning output decreasing with that storm. Caitlin, you're asking about Cleveland, Georgia, I'm assuming. A heavy storm there that you're seeing the lightning from is between Dahlonega and Cleveland, and it's moving a little bit due south of, or a little bit south of due east, so it's going to kind of move between Cleveland and Claremont. will be the heaviest part of that. So 129 south from about Cleveland all the way down to Claremont in Hall County. Going to be a pretty nasty ride here in about 15 or 20 minutes. But there's not a tremendous amount. The lightning output on this storm has decreased also. It's down to 8 strikes. It was up to around 35 and has now dropped to about 8 strikes in the last 2.5, 3 minutes. And the rain just started at my house. It is pouring outside. Actually, I don't think that's a very current. I think the storm's actually down here at Claremont now. Yep. We continue to have server issues this evening, and we just can't keep a good radar shot up. I'll go back to my old trusty backup radar, which if this mess keeps up, is going to quickly become my primary radar. All right, so yes, back up here on the Cleveland storm. If I zoom in, you can see there that the heavy rain's just coming into Cleveland and stretches down Highway 129 down close to Claremont. Highway 115 from Cleveland all the way back out to Pierce Grocery out there on 115. Bad ride right now. Lots of heavy rainfall. And then the storm kind of breaks up, the line does, and picks back up again in Roswell, down through Sandy Springs, Lithia Springs, Douglasville, right down I-20, down to around Carrollton. Heavy rainfall now in Bowden, from Bowden all the way down to Ephesus, back up to Ranburne. Heavily raining in Woodland, and just pouring there. And then the line weakens a bit southeast of or southwest of Woodland. Ava Community, Wedowee, you just got some moderate rainfall. And then it picks back up again just south of Wadley and gets heavier around Daviston, though the lightning output's nothing like it was. And we're seeing just the very tail end of this thing coming through southwest Clay County with some heavy rainfall, and then also some heavy rainfall along 280 from Alexander City back down to around Dadeville, Jackson Gap getting some heavy rain right now. And then on down into Wetumpka in Elmore County. The storm has now passed the Prattville area. Heavy cell down there in Lounsboro, down in Lowndes County. So Prattville West, including Otaugaville and Deatsville, you are in the clear. You can go to bed. Pretty sure Selma is in the, yes, Selma is in the clear also. You can go to bed. Your threat, severe threat has ended. Alexander City, you're in the clear. Your severe threat has ended. You can go to bed. Rockford, you're good to go. Kellyton, Ashland, Lineville, Talladega, Childersburg, Sylacauga, Heflin, Anniston, Oxford, Pell City. You're all clear to go to bed. Ranburne, you should be in the clear here in just a few moments. Hey, Amy East, good to have you in here. Thank you, Tyran. I appreciate that. I'm a transplant LA boy. I moved here from East Alabama, but born and raised in Lower Alabama. And now I'm a North Georgia mountain man. Well, I don't know that Auburn's going to get severe weather, but you're going to get this line of thunderstorms. At the moment, there's nothing severe about this line of thunderstorms anywhere in Alabama. So I'm not sure that, I mean, it could go severe, but at the moment it's not, and I wouldn't expect it to. But yes, Auburn, this line of storms will move through your area. Yeah, Bowden. Bowden's just about to come out of it. No, Tallapoosa, you're not clear to go to bed. This line is just moving in to your area. Yeah, some of the tops on these storms running about 35 to 46,000 feet. Those are pretty respectable storms. You normally start to see severe storms at around 35 to 40,000 feet, but these are elevated storms. It's just they just have not been able to. I mean, we have had severe storms today, but they just have not been able to maintain. Lots of thunder and lightning in Buxton. David Allen is reporting lots of lightning between Clarksville and Cleveland. That's up here in northeast Georgia. My bad, Tallapoosa. Yeah, you're good. You're good. The line just came through there. So you're good to go. Night, night. Ranburn, yeah. Good night, Ranburn. You just finished with the line. You can go to bed. Give it another 5 minutes, and Bowden, you're going to be in the clear. The heaviest part of that cell now is between Bowden and Carrollton. Up there, running just south of 166. Stretching really from 166 down to about Highway 5 between Bowden and Carrollton is where the heaviest part of that storm is up there in Carroll County. Things are improving in Woodland. Woodland about another 5, and you're good to go to bed. Wedowee, good night. Lineville, good night. Ashland, nighty-night. Wadley, the leading edge of the line has moved through there, and I know there wasn't much to it because that part of the storm is really falling apart. But there is one more little batch of rain over here in Clay County from Goldville up to the intersection of 77 and 49. Yeah. And it stretches back over to Millerville. I don't see anything severe there. I would be okay with going to bed if I live in Wadley, Almond, Malone. But if you want to be on the absolute safe side of things, wait until that little cell moves through. But I don't see anything there alarming at all. And even down into Tallapoosa County, that part of the storm has really fallen apart. Elmore County, you're looking good too. So just in the last 10 minutes or so, these storms have lost a good bit of their intensity. So really right now, the only storm that we have any type of statement on is going to be that storm up in Carroll County, from Carrollton down to Rupeville down to Ephesus. Yeah, Brittany, it was. I think I've got it fixed now. So this part of the storm I was talking about from Carrollton back over to Bowden, down to Rupeville, down to Ephesus, that is the heaviest part of the storm coming out of Cleburne County into Carroll and northern Heard. Then we still have a special weather statement for this line of storms from Sandy Springs back to around Douglasville and Villa Rica. But Villa Rica, you're about to be in the clear as well. Chambers County, you got this little small area of rain over in Tallapoosa County that's moving your way, but it's falling apart. There's nothing severe about it. We don't even have a special weather statement on it anymore. Hey, Lynn Bearden, good to see you. She's the mayor of County Road 87 in East Randolph, Springfield community. Well, I think she got Omaha wrapped up too. She says she's hearing lots of thunder and seeing lightning. That would be from that storm to your north, just coming out of Woodland and stretching on up into northwest Heard County and Carroll County. Maybe a little lightning on this stuff just south of Wedowee, but not a lot. These storms in Randolph, Clay, and Tallapoosa have really lost a lot of their intensity in the last 30 minutes or so. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate it. Well, Lee County, you're down here, and the storms are over here, and they're moving over there. So, the line of storms that's headed toward Lee County is not severe at all. So, me personally, as long as I have got a good way of receiving severe weather information, if I'm in Lee County, I'm going to bed. Same thing for Chambers County. As long as you have a good way of receiving severe weather information, you've got an app on your phone that you know will wake you up, or you have a NOAA weather radio, then I would feel safe going to bed. We're just not seeing anything severe along this line. I mean, the only statements we've had throughout this entire event in the last 2 hours have been special weather statements. The lightning was the problem more so than anything. And if I can go back to our main computer, and let's see if we can get the lightning tracker to come back up. I mean, really, we got all kind of gremlins going on tonight. All right, let's just restart. Okay, so that didn't work. Oh, we'll keep it right here. I have another way to do this. Well, we still got a little lightning being produced by these storms down in Tallapoosa, down around Dadeville, and then to the southwest of Daviston, and some thunder with that area over in Clay County, too. That's about to come into the Wadley area. So, yeah, we still have some lightning taking place out there. Zoom out, kind of show you the big picture. There's that main line coming through East Alabama now, and then here's the actual cold front with that big L sitting right over Alabaster. That's what's pushing all this stuff out. And then you see maybe a few scattered showers behind it, but nothing of any severe variety. And then as we look over here in Georgia, it's just a mess continuing. Though the warnings have really subsided across southern Georgia over the last hour. Look up here in South Carolina, we still see multiple counties under severe thunderstorm warnings there. But no tornado warnings anywhere across the southeastern United States at this hour, and that's good. No, actually, lightning is what causes. I'm sorry, rain and hail is what causes lightning. It's the friction of the rain droplets that causes the static electricity that causes the lightning to start with. So, the heavier the rain, the more lightning you get. I mean, that's why we've had such tremendous lightning output in these storms tonight. It's because the rain rates are so high. Yeah, Roanoke, you're getting that lightning off of this storm coming out of Clay County. And that's moving in your general direction. That little cell there just south of Wedowee is throwing out a little bit of lightning. So there are a few strokes of lightning there between Wedowee and Roanoke. But you're probably hearing thunder from that storm over in northern Heard County, southern Carroll, and then you're also seeing strikes off to your west back toward Wadley and Ashland. Pretty good lightning output there just south of Ashland right now. And then also some heavy lightning just to the east of Alexander City there, just north of Dadeville. And we're having trouble with our lightning detector on this backup radar, but I have a third and fourth screen in front of me where I can see the lightning output in those areas. So that's why you don't see it on the screen. Big thunder in Pennon. Yes, absolutely. All right, now we got this back, but that's not There we go. Now we're getting current. Here we go. Now you can see the lightning. And we've got some pretty good lightning strikes there now, just to the east of Wadley, and then down along Highway 22, right along the Chambers County, Randolph County line. But again, we still have lightning, and it's still dangerous, but it is nothing like it was an hour or so ago. And we've actually lost the special weather statement on the Carrollton storm now. But look at here. We got a severe thunderstorm warning for metro Atlanta. That's always interesting because we're talking about millions of people will be affected here with this storm. And so right there on the 285 I-20 interchange, Six Flags, that's where this storm is right now. It's, that travel out here is horrible any time of the day or night anyway, and you throw something like this in on top of it, and it's rough. And this thunderstorm is headed right straight for downtown Atlanta. Yes, the severe thunderstorm watch is still in effect, but they will release Coosa County here any moment. And as soon as that cell gets out of Clay County will be done also. High temperature for tomorrow will be 66 degrees. Somebody was asking for the high tomorrow. In the mid to upper 60s will be the high across East Alabama and West Georgia. It's going to be a partly sunny day, gradually becoming mostly sunny by afternoon. It's going to be breezy, winds gusting 15 to 20 miles per hour. And then on Friday, mostly sunny, 58. Winds will be howling on Friday at 30 miles per hour. And then maybe some frost Friday night as we will dip down to 36 degrees. So you folks who like to burn a fire in your fireplace, you got at least one more shot. Oh, no, wait. Saturday night, 34. So you can have a fire in the fireplace Friday night and Saturday night. But then we warm up nicely, headed into Sunday. We'll hit 67 in the afternoon or the upper 60s, depending on where you are. And then Monday, mid-70s. Next mention of rain will be Monday night, only a 20% chance there. And then Tuesday, a 30%. Tuesday night, 30%. And Wednesday, 30%. And we're back up into the upper 70s by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So this is what we do in the South this time of year. My son loves watching you. He's obsessed. Okay. I can't tell who you are because you're on Facebook. And if you get the opportunity, if it asks you if you will allow Restream to access your username, say yes. Restream is the platform that we use to distribute our signal out to all the different platforms. And so it has to have permission from Facebook to be able to show us who you are. So all I see is Facebook user. Let me know who you are. Send me a picture of him. I like that kind of stuff. I've got several that I don't know if you're talking about a younger child or older, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, David, that thunderstorm will completely shut 285 down. You're not kidding there. Lee County. I got to tell you, Lee, I mean, this thing is just falling apart to your west. I mean, that part there between right around the Eclectic, there's not much to it. Yeah, probably about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour before it gets into Lee County. Again, though, if you have a good way of receiving severe weather information, I would not be afraid to go to bed. Even in an RV, which you shouldn't be in with thunderstorms all around you. But if you're gonna be, I wouldn't be afraid to go to bed, as long as I've got a way of being notified if severe weather hits my area. Let's go back into this thing down here in Tallapoosa. It looks like it may be ramping back up again. Concerning the lightning output, that's 81 strikes right there with that storm in the last 2 to 3 minutes. So that's a little bit of an increase versus what we had earlier. And then here we go with a special weather statement. This is for Clay and Randolph for this storm over here near Ashland, between Ashland and Lineville. They have issued a special weather statement now, and I'll just read this to you. Strong thunderstorm will impact portions of west central Randolph and southeastern Clay counties through 10:30 p.m. At 10:02 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Lineville, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard with this storm is winds in excess of 40 miles per hour and pea-sized hail. So, again, that is a special weather statement for west central Randolph and southeastern Clay County through 10:30 this evening. So this storm, the core of the storm is right here, and it is going to move in this general direction. Okay, so that's Brittany Enos. Yeah, okay. So I'm assuming that's a younger child is watching. I'm assuming. I'm assuming. And I've got several of those that like to watch us here on Dr. Don. And I think that's pretty cool. I got a grandson that when he's here and I'm doing severe weather coverage, that little joker will just stand right beside me and watch and watch and watch through this whole process. And that just that tickles me to death. So if you got some younger ones out there that like to watch and listen to Dr. Don, let me know who they are. Yeah, okay, so she says he's 4. It says as soon as he hears my voice, he's watching with me, Brittany talking about herself. That's cool. Get me a picture of him sometime watching and send it to me. I like to use that kind of stuff, if you don't mind. I like that. Will you run into the storm coming from LaGrange? Or are you going toward Roanoke? Or if you're leaving LaGrange and going west in about an hour, yes, you're going to drive right through it. And now you're going to drive into the rain. I don't know that you'll drive into the part of the storm that they're issuing the special weather statement for, because that's going to be moving off to the east, probably kind of right along 48. They're saying northeast with their polygon. I'm not sure how much of that I believe, because all these storms have been moving east. And we've lost a few frames. That jump right there is not really the way it happened. We lost a few data frames right there. But anyway, Wedowee, Woodland, you may have a little more to go before this is completely over with. Okay, so you're coming from LaGrange to Roanoke in about an hour. Yeah, probably so. I would put this line right along the state line or maybe just inside Georgia in about an hour. This is not a fast mover. Heavy rain and pinning. Carrollton, I'm assuming you want to know if you can go to bed. Yes. Nighty-night, Carrollton. You still got a little rain downtown, but the severe threat is moving off to your east, so you're good to go. Wadley. Well, you got that heavy part of the storm now, downtown Wadley and back up towards Southern Union and then north up toward Almond Malone. I don't see anything severe. There's a hail marker right there, though. A 30% chance of hail, so that's not significant. Wadley, give it a few more minutes before you turn in. 50% chance of hail on this cell up here near Lineville. Now that cell is moving northeast, any way you want to look at it. That's sneaky right there. Look, it was moving southeast, and then we got to about Goodwater. It just made a right-hand turn, and we started going northeast. Sure is. So, some times on that one, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe asking a little too much. I can show you which way it's moving. Maybe. So it'll be moving in that general direction. Heaviest part of it, if it doesn't grow bigger, if it stays just like it is, we're looking at that. Like so. So Delta is going to be a close call for you. Heaviest part of this probably runs just a little bit north of Wedowee, up there around Ava, where we had the heavy rain earlier, and then across Newell. Close call for Woodland. Probably will move a little bit north of Woodland, if the structure stays the same as it is right now as it moves north and northeast. Yeah, Mountain Community, you're looking good. You can go to bed. Ashland, you can go to bed. I'd said that earlier, then here come that storm out of the south moving north, but there's nothing else downstream, so I promise you, Ashland, you're good now. That just happened out of nowhere. That's weird. I'm going to loop it again. Watch this. So your storm starts over here south of Sylacauga, and then boom, it just turns and goes northeast. It's amazing stuff. Still a good bit of lightning output all along this line from the storm up here northeast of Lineville all the way back down to just west of Roanoke, and then into western Chambers, down into southeastern Tallapoosa. But folks, we have no warnings out there. So what I'm going to do is, okay, Robin wants me to explain special weather statement. That is one level below severe. That means that it's a strong thunderstorm, but it's below severe limits. I'll tell you what I'll do. Instead of taking the feed down, I'm going to put the radar in motion, and I'm going to take a quick break. So just hang in there. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back in just a few moments, and we will continue our coverage. I'd like to encourage you to send us stars. Support us by sending us stars if you're on Facebook. If you are on YouTube or Dr. Don's Weather app, just go to our website at drdonwx.com. There is a donate button there on the upper right-hand corner of our website, and you can help support us that way as well. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back, and we'll continue our coverage on Dr. Don's Weather. Stay with us. Good evening to you, Don Strength, and the Weather Center here back with you, the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. We continue our coverage. It is 10:27 p.m. on your, what is this? What day of the week is it? Wednesday. It's 10:27 p.m. Wednesday afternoon on April 6, 2022. As we're watching a lot of thunderstorms move through East Alabama. Pretty heavy lightning in some of these storms there. Pretty intense across Chambers County and even up into Randolph County. Very heavy thunderstorm over Roanoke right now. And then that heavy cell that came racing out of Tallapoosa County up across eastern Clay County now is up there in northern sections of Randolph County. So we were talking a few moments ago about folks who are watching us this evening. And I just wanted to give a shout out here right quick. Bear with me just a second. We will get this on. I promise you we will. And this is Brittany Enos. Her son Blake likes to watch us here on Dr. Don's Weather. And there we go. There's Blake. Hey, Blake. I'm glad you're having a good time watching us tonight here on Dr. Don's Weather. We give you weather information to keep you safe across East Alabama and West Georgia. Love getting those kinds of photographs right there. Get them all the time, and we appreciate it. All right, so back to our severe weather coverage, and let's go in a little bit closer. We'll start at the top and work our way down East Alabama. And we'll start up here in Randolph County. Going to bring the loop current, stop it right there. And so that heavy rain is moving over 431 up there in northern Randolph County, northeastern Randolph County, just to the southwest of Newell. And that's probably going to run between Pine Tucky and Newell up here in northern Randolph County. And then we come down to the south. Heavy rain there just south of Roxton, just north of Roanoke. Heavy rain now over Roanoke. Understand, folks, it takes 6 minutes for Doppler radar to process the data and then publish it. So when you see rain and storms on the radar screen, typically they're a little bit further to the right than what we're showing currently. So Doppler radar is not live. It's about anywhere between 4 and 6 minutes behind. So that's important, especially when we're talking about severe weather. Heavy lightning output now right there around Lafayette, right where 77 cuts off and goes north up toward Pennon, and 431 continues on north. Extreme amount of lightning output there just north of Lafayette up around Buffalo, and also up there around Roanoke. Also, we're getting some very heavy lightning returns. And then down in southwest Chambers County, extreme southeastern portions of Tallapoosa County near Camp Hill, right there along 280 Waverly. We have some very heavy rainfall and lightning taking place there. And even odds at seeing some small hail with that storm also. Now, that's probably going to work on into northern and northwestern Lee County. Auburn, that may be what you end up with, what you see coming down 280. That'll probably come on down 280 and head right straight toward Opelika. Reeltown, you got lucky. That part of the storm not as intense there. And Montgomery, you're in the clear. Prattville, Wetumpka, you can go to bed. Kalijah, you're good. Tallahassee, you can go to bed. Camp Hill, you're clear now. Alexander City can go to bed. Daviston is in the clear. Wadley, you're okay to go to bed. Everybody in Clay County is good. You're still under the severe thunderstorm watch officially, but you will be released from that here at any moment. And then the western side of Randolph County from Wadley up to Lake Wedowee, you're good. You can go to bed. As soon as this stuff gets out of Roanoke, you'll be cleared there as well. Now, this is going to move on off to the east, end up over here maybe between Franklin and LaGrange. And then this stuff that's in Chambers County probably will come right on down through the West Point Valley, Lynette area. And then the stuff there around Camp Hill is going to work its way across northern Lee, maybe coming right down 280 toward the Auburn-Opelika area over the course of the next 30 minutes to an hour or so. So again, nothing severe. The only statement we have out there right now is on this storm up in northwestern Randolph County. And this is going to be for nickel-size hail. That is the greatest threat with that particular cell up there in the northwest sections of Randolph County. And there is a 90% chance that we have hail involved with that storm. Yeah, so we're getting ground truth report from Foster's Crossroads that there is hail in that storm up there in northwest Randolph County. So thank you for that report. I'm not sure who you are. I can't see your name. But thank you for giving us that report. It's always good to get ground truth reports when we're talking about stuff on radar. The threat of severe weather will be over by 11 p.m., and it's already over in Wadley. So you're good, Wadley. You can go to bed. There's no more severe weather. Now, we do have a few cells back over here to the west, west of I-65 that are trying to get going, but those storms are not expected to be severe. Now, you could get another passing shower in the wee hours of the morning, but it should not be anything severe. The severe threat is moving to the east along this line of storms that's pushing through East Alabama at this hour. Hey, Sherry Daniel, good to see you in here tonight. 5 Points, Alabama. Good night, Cannon. Jeff Monroe is reporting rain rate of 1.11 inches per hour in 5 Points. That is massive. Thank you for that report, Jeff. Heavy rain in Newell. Thank you, Molly Bama girl. Appreciate you. You've been in here a good bit the last couple of days. I appreciate you guys following us here on Dr. Don's Weather. From Clarksville, Chambers County. Small hail being reported in Woodland. Patricia's reporting hail on County Road 413. Thunder and lightning is rough in the Woodland area. And just imagine this, Woodland. Now, you've got a few lightning strikes right there at Woodland, but the majority of that lightning that you're seeing is actually a little bit to your south and east, right there along County Road 87, right up the eastern side of Randolph County. That's a lot of lightning taking place there. Places like Potash, up to Red Oak, Big Springs, Tin Shop, Weehadkee, and then on over into Heard County. A good bit of lightning there also. Woodland, this cell to your north and west, I think, is going to... I think we'll stay north of you. You're going to be close. I think the heaviest part of that, though, is headed from Marston's Crossroads. They're still saying that nickel-size hail is the biggest threat with this storm now close to Pine-Tucky. All right, for kicks and grins, I'm going to try to go back over here to our next red radar so we can get a better look at this. All right, that's old data right there. That seems to be current. That was at 10:36. Yeah, that was 1 minute ago, so that's current. Let me give you some times on that storm in northern Randolph County. Ignore those old times here. 10:37. Let's start right there. Hawk at 10:39. Newell around now 10:30, 10:39 or so. Pine Hill around 10:42. Graham 10:49. I know it's already raining in Graham, but we're talking about the heaviest part of the storm. Ranburne 10:51. Bucktown around 10:53. That'd be 11:53 Georgia time. Bowden at about midnight. Jonesville around 12:02. Mount Zion around 12:10. This is over in Georgia. And if it holds together, Bowden Junction by 12:15, Carrollton by 12:16, and Waco at about 12:16 as well. Massive thunderstorm moving out of Randolph into western portions of Franklin, or western portions of Heard County. So if you're over there in Franklin and you are looking back toward Alabama, the sky is most likely continuously lit. That is some crazy lightning right there. That one thunderstorm is laying down 50 strikes every 2 minutes. I just got a tornado warning. This is going to be for South Georgia, but that's interesting because we've gone several hours without any tornado warnings down there. Now we just received one. This is for central Thomas County in south central Georgia. Tornado located near Thomasville. Again, that's in Georgia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Highway 22 from Roanoke all the way to Franklin's a no-no right now. I mean, just absolute washout. 70% chance of hail right there along the Alabama-Georgia state line. Then down here in Rock Mills, Bacon Level, very heavy rainfall taking place down there. Wehatchee Mills. Standing Rock, the rain's about to move in there. Still raining pretty hard there at Stroud, but things should start getting better in Stroud in a few minutes. Heavy rain from 5 Points all the way over to Holiday Park on West Point Lake, Amity Park. Maybe some hail just to the east of Buffalo and Chambers, about a 30% chance. And then that heavy rain continues over Lafayette. Highway 50 from Lafayette over to Lynette is a wet ride. Really all the way back over almost into Tallapoosa. It's a wet ride on 50. 431's just a mess all the way through Chambers County. So you folks who watch us over in West Point, Lynette, Valley, Hughley, Casita, Langdale, all of this stuff is about to move into your area. Heavy rain down there at Oak Bowery, Gold Hill. Waverly and Camp Hill, you're both in the clear. You can go to bed. Lee County. Storms coming down 280, about to move into Aubrey. You see what's coming there at Auburn, that line of storms. I don't see a whole lot of lightning there on the south end of it. But you do have some heavy rain moving into the Auburn-Opelika area, Lochapoka, and this will also be headed toward Opelika. Tallahassee, you're in the clear. You can go to bed. LaGrange, you got rain coming out 109 just west of downtown. So that heavy stuff up there in northeastern Chambers is headed for downtown LaGrange. My goodness, look at that cell just popped up there in southern Clay County. It's not severe, but that wasn't there just a moment ago. It started at 10:28, about 20 minutes ago, and you can see that it just blew up right there. So that's in the area of the mountain community, and this is part of what I'm talking about, folks. Where there could still be some scattered showers behind this main line, but we wouldn't expect any of that to go severe. But look right there around Bluff Springs in southern Clay County, that storm flaring up there. That'll move right on over toward Cooley Crossroads. Just a mess up here in Atlanta. I would hate to be anywhere around downtown Atlanta. Multiple tornado warnings down here in southern Georgia now, south and southeast of Albany, right there along 75. This is going to be a tornado warning just south of Tifton, just south and southwest of downtown Tifton. That'll cross 75 just north of Lenox. That's in South Georgia. And then another thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado near Thomasville down here in southwest Georgia. And yeah, that's off of the Atlanta radar. Let's go back to Birmingham. Special weather statement for the Heard County storm. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of northwestern Meriwether, Heard, northeastern Troup, and southwestern Coweta through 12:15 Eastern. At 11:40, that was about 5 minutes ago, a strong thunderstorm is over Franklin, moving east at about 45 miles per hour. Hazards up to 40 mile per hour wind gust and pea-sized hail, along with frequent cloud-to-ground lightning. Roanoke. Can Roanoke go to bed? Can Roanoke go to bed? My only hesitation, Roanoke, is this stuff over here in Clay that's trying to develop, but that should stay north of Roanoke. That should rotate up between Roanoke and Wedowee. I mean, it's not severe by any stretch of the imagination, and I don't anticipate it going severe. So, yeah, Roanoke, you're good. Go to bed. But again, you know, if you have a way of making sure you're going to get alerts if something were to happen, that would be the best idea, but I don't anticipate anything for the rest of the night as far as severe is concerned. Joni Messer is saying that she just got home and at the end of 56 at 87, this is in Randolph County, the road was flooded over really bad and some other spots on 87 flooding also. I don't doubt that at all. I mean, that is torrential rainfall falling across the eastern half of Randolph County. It is out of Randolph County now, so the heavy rain has moved on over into Heard County and down into Chambers and Troup, and then up here in extreme northeastern Randolph, southeastern Cleburne, and west central Carroll County. We have that one heavy cell still sitting up there. There's an 80% chance of hail right there along where Randolph, Cleburne, and Carroll all come together right there on the state line. They're just north of Graham, up there around Bucktown. Probably have some hail falling there at Bucktown. You folks over here in Heard County, you're catching it now. That is some crazy rain. Bottom just fell out at Gold Ridge. Cassidy is reporting that she hears some loud thunder in Opelika. Winder, Georgia, over here in Barrow County. I don't see anything severe. Certainly got some heavy thunderstorms there in the area, just a little bit south of you. You know what? Let's see here. Boy, you got lucky, Winder. How did that happen? Watch this. We'll stop it right there. Now look at all this stuff just north of Atlanta coming directly at you in Winder. And then as it got right there at your front door, I mean, it was coming right at you, and it just fell apart. That's good for you. I don't think you see much of anything but some light rain, maybe occasionally some moderate rain. So the heavier storms are setting up to the south of you. South Atlanta, heavy rainfall that stretches all the way back into Coweta. Very heavy rainfall moving into Newnan, Peachtree City, Newnan. Right down 134 into Franklin. Probably hail down here in the southern end of Heard County, right along the Heard County, Troup County line, south of the Denver community. That looks like a pretty good hail signature right there. Josh is reporting some rough weather down in the Lynette Valley area. Yeah, Tiffany, I'm quite sure the lightning is rough. I mean, look at that. We'll take a closer look at Franklin, or you can see that's 77 lightning strikes in the last 2 to 3 minutes. And think about that, folks. It's 77 lightning strikes in 2 to 3 minutes right around Franklin, Georgia. And you see that heavy lightning continuing on down into the southern sections of Heard County around Denver and Owensbyville. Then we get into Chambers County. Things looking better in Randolph. The rain pretty much done in Roanoke. And I'll call it a night for Roanoke. You guys are good to go. I mean, we got to keep one eye open on this stuff over in Clay. Let me see which way it's going. Well, okay, that stuff in Clay looks like it's going to run to the northeast, probably crossing 431 just south of Wedowee. So, yeah, you're okay, Roanoke. Heavy rainfall moving into LaGrange. Still have some heavy rainfall right down the eastern side of Clay County, right along the Clay County, Troup County line. Heavy rain moving into Lynette, back down toward Casita. Heavy storms moving into Auburn, Opelika area now. Most of that lightning with that cell in Lee County is going to be up there along the Lee County, Chambers County line, and that'll stretch back toward Notasulga. Looking good in Smith Station. Columbus, you look good for the time being. But this stuff over here toward Tuskegee is coming your way. Again, it's not severe. We don't have any severe weather in the state of Alabama anywhere at the moment. These are strong storms, and they are noteworthy because of the lightning output. That's been the most significant part. Now, some of the storms have contained some hail also, and there may be a little small hail core there just north of Auburn on 280. But the lightning has been the big story all evening long. So, yes, Columbus, you've still got some rain coming your way. I'm not sure that we're talking about anything severe. %90 chance of hail right there to the northwest of downtown Lynette. It's a small area, but there could be some hail falling right there. The best hail indicator we've got right now is this storm up in Heard County. That storm cell to the east of Denver. That's the best looking hail indicator I see right now. So I think what's going to happen here, I think at 11 o'clock, the National Weather Service is going to let the severe thunderstorm expire, the severe thunderstorm watch. Let me look in the chat room and see if they're talking about what they're going to do. I promise you I have not looked at this before I just said that. Current plans are to let the watch expire at 11 p.m. and remove the severe threat. So that's coming from the National Weather Service office at Birmingham. All right, so they just did it. National Weather Service office at Birmingham expires the severe thunderstorm watch for Barber, Bullock, Chambers, Clay, Elmore, Lee, Lowndes, Macon, Montgomery, Pike, Randolph, Russell, and Tallapoosa. So it's still showing. It's still showing on the screen, but it should drop here in just a few minutes. We'll see that severe thunderstorm watch box go away. The tornado watch over in Georgia was canceled quite a few minutes ago. So that's telling me that the Weather Service does not anticipate any of this stuff on the backside being severe. So that was the only thing I was a little bit concerned about. But if they're going to allow the severe thunderstorm watch to be canceled, then they're not concerned about that. About 3 more minutes, you'll see this orange polygon disappear off the screen. Okay, we have somebody reporting that lightning has struck 2 vehicles and both vehicles are on fire in Lynette. That takes a direct strike to set a car on fire because, you know, a car with the rubber tires, you're safe for the most part in an automobile in a lightning storm. So if lightning hit a vehicle and set the thing on fire, that was a direct hit. I sure hope there was nobody in them. So we're going to stay with you until this watch officially drops off the screen, which should be any moment now. So let me go ahead and start making our final approach to the runway here because I'm about to wrap this thing up. I just wanted to zoom out and kind of show you what we've got going on from Athens, Georgia, or just south of Athens, all the way back to Covington, then down to southern Atlanta Metro, stretching back down to around Peachtree City. Heavy rainfall now and lightning all the way through Coweta County near Noonan. Heavy rainfall back into Heard County. This has got to be the strongest storm we have on radar right now. And this is going to be headed toward Hogansville. This is a storm there between Denver in Heard County and Hogansville in Troup County. And that will continue moving on off to the east over the next few minutes or so. So that's the, we can get the radar to load back up. I think we're going to have to go back to the composite. I believe it dropped out on me that time. Oh, there we go. It's back. So very heavy thunderstorm with very dangerous lightning moving into the Hogansville area there in Troup County. A few lightning strikes around LaGrange, but nothing like what we're seeing up there moving into Hogansville. And then maybe a little hail just to the north of, northeast of, or northwest of downtown Lynette. So you folks in West Point, you've got a lot of thunder and lightning there. And maybe some hail moving into the area. The hail markers indicating an 80% chance of hail and 20% chance that it is severe. And we just follow this line, pretty much running right along I-85 now. Down into Opelika, Auburn. There's a live shot at Auburn, and yeah, it's just coming down in sheets. You can certainly see the rain. I'm just going to see if we could catch any lightning strikes. There's not a lot of lightning in the Auburn area. Matter of fact, we're not seeing any. Just a few strikes up here around Opelika. So not a tremendous amount of lightning output, just a lot of heavy rainfall moving through the Auburn-Opelika area at this time. And then that line stretches on back down to Beehive. Lochapoka, you're good to go to bed. Notasulga, you're good. And then it really breaks apart down toward Tuskegee. Picks up again in southern Montgomery County and continues on down to Greenville along I-65. And then a pretty heavy storm just to the east of Monroeville. And that's what we're looking at, folks. And look there. The severe thunderstorm watch has indeed been canceled. Carrollton. No, you still got a pretty good cell to your west. 70% chance of hail, 30% chance that it is of the severe variety. So, no, if I'm in Carrollton, I wouldn't go to bed just yet until we get that last cell through there. Not a lot of lightning with that Carrollton storm. That's a little surprising. But we are showing a decent hail core right there, just to the west of Carrollton. That would be running pretty much parallel to 166 if you come out of Bowden. It'll be north of 166, and it'll be moving off to the west near Carrollton. Got that one little bitty cell down here coming out of Clay County there that's going to move pretty close to Wedowee, but there is no lightning involved with it. Pretty nasty little storm right there in West Point, Lynette Valley over toward the Kia plant. And down in Lee County, your lightning is right around the Opelika area. A couple of strikes there, one south of Opelika, a few of them out there by the interstate, back up toward Beans Mill. So there you go, folks. That's what we've got. And we're going to wrap this thing up and call it a night. We have no severe weather watches or warnings in effect. The only statement that we have from the National Weather Service now is a special weather statement for southeastern Heard and portions of Coweta County for that strong storm that's moving out of Heard County over toward Noonan. At this hour, just a lot of rainfall, very dangerous lightning, some gusty winds, and maybe some pea-sized hail, but everything is below severe limits. So we're going to call it a wrap. This has been an extended, long 2-day period of potential severe weather for Alabama and Georgia. We did have several tornadoes yesterday in both Alabama and Georgia. We had tornadoes again today in Georgia. It has just really been a rough couple of days, and folks, we're only about halfway through our severe weather season. We probably won't start seeing severe weather let up that much until we can get out there to around mid-May. So we still got a little ways to go. So make sure that you have a plan. Make sure you know what you should do in the event that severe weather threatens your area. Make sure that you have a good way of receiving severe weather information. The best idea is to spend $35 on a NOAA weather radio. That is the best $35 you will ever spend in your lifetime. So get you a NOAA weather radio, get the thing programmed up, and make sure that you stay safe during times of severe weather. And so, with that, we're going to say good night. Thank you all for joining us over the last couple of days. Again, severe weather threat now ending across East Alabama and West Georgia. We will go back to mostly sunny skies tomorrow. There could be a few scattered showers tonight, but back to sunny skies tomorrow. Much cooler over the weekend. Maybe some frost on Saturday and Sunday morning. And then our next mention of rain will be Monday night into Tuesday, but the rain chances are not that great for next week, so maybe we'll have a little lull in the action for a while anyway, because we certainly do deserve it. Don't forget to send us stars if you're on Facebook. If you're over on YouTube, go to drdonwx.com. Also, if you're watching us on drdonwx.com, or if you're watching us on drdonwx.com, you're already on our website. And also, if you're watching us on the Dr. Don Weather app, be sure you head over to drdonwx.com to support us. We depend on your support, folks, to do this. So we need you to continue to send us those stars and support us when you can. If you know someone who owns a business that would like to be a partner here on Dr. Don's Weather, just ask them to send me a message on Messenger, and I can have them started by the time we do our next weather forecast, which probably will not be tomorrow morning. I may take the day off tomorrow. So most likely I'll see you back in here on Friday morning. There's going to be no weather to speak of tomorrow anyway. So I'll probably see you back in here Friday morning with our next edition of our primetime forecast. God bless you all. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you back in here next time on Dr. Don's Weather. Good night, folks.